Oh, hello, hyperspace! My name is Davontos, and it's time to get hyped because we are going to get a Bastion buff in the future. Oh boy, everybody's favorite salty robot's probably gonna make everybody a little bit saltier. So, let's get into this on the details on this Bastion buff. Okay, so the first thing to take note of in this new Bastion buff is his assault rifle in robot mode. That little machine gun in his right hand, it's going to get more ammo, and it's going to be more accurate. Now, the guys at Overwatch said they're going to decrease the hip fire spread, which means the bullets aren't going to spread that much, and it's going to just become a more accurate weapon. They didn't say they're going to do much about the damage, but they said it's going to carry more ammo. At the moment, it only has 20 bullets, and Bastion got to reload. Maybe they'll boost that up to maybe 25, like 76, or maybe even 30, because it's not as reliable as 76 is, which means when you're Bastion and you're walking around as a giant robot, you can kind of depend on your assault rifle a little more than you used to, because, I mean, everybody can agree Bastion's assault rifle isn't really the best out in the battlefield. So I'm really interested in see how much ammo this thing is going to get. I mean, if it gets like 23, that's going to kind of suck, but at least like 25 or 30 would make it more reliable out there. Now, another thing to take note of is they are going to change how his sentry gun works. They're going to tweak his sentry gun quite a lot. When Bastion changes into the sentry gun mode, he is going to take less damage. I don't know how they're going to do this. Maybe his damage input is going to be reduced by, I don't know, like maybe 10%, 20%, or maybe when he transforms into a sentry gun, he is going to get more health. Kind of like when you transform into a tank and you get like an extra, what, like 200 armor? Maybe when he transforms into the sentry gun, he's going to get, I don't know, 100 armor or 200 armor. Something that's going to give him less damage in sentry gun mode, because they say when you transform to sentry gun mode and you're spotted, you're kind of like a sitting duck right there, because you're big, you're just as easy to take out as Robot Bastion. So they kind of want to fix it up so it's more of a reward and less difficult to take out Sentry Gun Bastion. However, Sentry Gun Bastion's accuracy is going to decrease. They say they want to make Bastion that robot character who specializes in chewing through tanks and shields, so he's going to just chew through Reinhardt, he's going to demolish Roadhog, and at the moment, Bastion can just, well, demolish anybody. His sentry gun is very, very accurate. You can tackle anybody at close range, medium range, and kind of like semi-medium long, but if they're across the map, you know, you don't stand a chance. Widowmaker can pick you off and stuff. But if they decrease the accuracy, he's going to be more suited for close range and medium range engagement. So it's going to be very difficult to take out, let's say, like a 76 who's poking at you from a distance. So 76 will be more suited for taking out a Bastion. Same thing with a Widowmaker. Now, if you got a 76 poking at you, good Bastion players can still take out that 76 because his sentry gun is very, very powerful. It also means that he is going to be more of a threat at close range because, I mean, look at D.Va. She has a shotgun spread, bullets fly everywhere, and she is a tear at close range. If Bastion's sentry gun has a spread, just like D.Va's shotgun, he is going to be deadly at close range. So he's kind of more like the, think of it like an automatic shotgun, but it still has a very high DPS at all ranges. Also, they're going to remove the headshot multiplier on his sentry configuration. Now, when you're playing as Bastion, you see this Reinhardt charging at you, as most Reinhardt players tend to do when they see Bastion. Most people just aim for the head, and as Reinhardt's charging at you, he's down within like 2 seconds. With this headshot multiplier being removed, it doesn't matter where you aim at your target, it's going to do the same amount of damage. Aim at the body, aim at the head, and at the foot, it's always going to take them down at the same rate. So, new Bastion players, don't go for the headshots, just go for the body shots. I mean, at least when this new Bastion hits the public servers. And now that I see Bastion healing himself right there, it reminds me that they are going to change up how his healing works. Now, you can move around while you're healing with this new Bastion. It's not out yet, it's going to come out in the future. You can move around as you're healing, and when you take damage, you can still heal yourself. Now, I don't know about you guys, but it's really annoying when you're playing as Bastion now, like you're healing yourself because you're taking too much damage, and you hit by that one stray bullet, and it just stops your healing, so you gotta get to cover again, and then start healing yourself, and you get hit by another stray bullet, and it's an ongoing process, and it's very, very annoying. I'm really glad they're going to fix that so you can continue healing yourself as you're taking damage. However, his healing is going to work like D.Va's defense matrix. What I mean by this is, you know, when you activate D.Va's defense matrix and a little bar on the right starts draining, once it drains all the way down, you can't use defense matrix until it fills up like a quarter of the way. It's going to be the same thing with Bastion's healing. When you're healing yourself, there's going to be a meter that drains, and you can't heal yourself again until the meter fills back up. Really interesting, and it means people can't really abuse Bastion's healing techniques. They have to kind of like conserve it for those right moments. Now note that all of these Bastion changes aren't even on the PTR yet. They can make some changes to this and then put a new Bastion on the PTR, and even if that new Bastion is on PTR, we can get something completely different when it hits the public servers. This is just something that the game devs are announcing to us, so it's kind of what we might get, something similar to this. Maybe we might get this exact, we don't know. So take all this with a grain of salt, and if you like this video, elbow that like button with a fiery elbow. You can follow me up on Twitter at DavontosMan, and as always, I'll see all of you in the next video. Have a nice day!